Code Red Mountain Dew, good shit. Okay, so what else was next? I had a brief Kelly versus Jillian matchup. I didn't really pay much attention to it. Kelly won the match. Jillian tried jumping her afterwards. Kane comes out and what did Kane say? Well, I guess basically like last week, Kelly admitted to like having a crush or something on Randy Orton. I guess I didn't see last week's Raw, so that's why I didn't really do a review. Um, And Kane was like, "How does it feel to be rejected or whatever?" And he's like, "Well, next week I've got a match with Orton, blah blah blah, or something." You know, cool, I guess. Actually, might be an interesting matchup, but I'm not into this whole Kane versus Kelly storyline. I think it's kind of a waste of time. Because Kane's done this kind of a storyline. He did it with Lita, got her pregnant, shit like that. You know, really doubt anybody cares about this storyline. I don't care about it. So yeah, I don't care about that. What's next? Next we had Crime Time versus Slim Snuka and Cody Rhodes. Um, Cody Rhodes and Slim Snuka have to win the match to be in Orton's group, otherwise they're out, gone. Or as the umpire would say, "You're out." So they win the matchup against Crime Time. Um, Cody did some pretty cool move. Like I didn't see what it was. I think it was like a. It was kind of like maybe like what's Last Rites. I think the Fallen Angel Christopher Daniels' finisher was. Not exactly sure what it was. I missed it. But they won with that matchup. So then we see him backstage, and Orton's like, "Cody, congratulations, you're in." And he's like, "Slim, you're out," or whatever. And Slim's like, What do you mean I'm out? What do you mean I'm out?" And then Orton's like, "You didn't get the victory, so you're out," or whatever. And Slim's like, "Oh, that's bullshit. That's bullshit." Blah blah blah. Whatever. Um, yeah, I really don't care to see Skim Snuka or Manu like really in the group. Like Cody Rhodes is fine to be in the group, but I don't know. Well, I think Manu would have been better than Rhodes. Who knows? Maybe when DiBiase comes back or something, like you know, Orton might be like, "I was just sending you a message or whatever, but do you want to be in the group?" And then they'll just put DiBiase in the group. Sure, it doesn't make sense like wrestling wise, but yeah, it wouldn't be too bad having Priceless back together. You know. My money though is DiBiase is probably gonna get like an Intercontinental title run or something. Kind of wonder if he's actually gonna return as a face or a heel. I kind of see him more of a heel though. Um, yeah, the funny thing with Skim Snuka, it's kind of strange how he doesn't go by like Deuce Snuka. Probably because he doesn't want to be known as Deuces or Wild. That was a meal I got when I went to this Cafe Max restaurant yesterday. It was 2 eggs, 2 pancakes, and choice of sausage or ham. It was $6.25. It was pretty good. So that's probably why he doesn't want to go by Deuce anymore because you got Deuces are wild. It's also an Aerosmith song on the Beavis and Butthead Experience CD. Oh well, let's go back to wrestling. Let's see if there's anything else noteworthy. Let's see. There was a little backstage thing with Jericho talking to Stephanie, and she said something about like how it was bullshit that she rejected his um, what was it, complaint about JBL and Shawn Michaels having collusion, and he says he also sent it to Vince McMahon that he's gonna show up in 2 weeks to confront Stephanie, power over the show or something. So that'd be pretty interesting to have him back on TV. I've always kind of been a Mr. McMahon fan, so you're fired. Hey, he made the Attitude Era, man. Him and Austin's feud. That was the shit. So let's see. Main event time. We got Jericho and Orton versus Cena Michaels. Pretty cool tag team matchup. Um, Michaels and Cena win via Sweet Chin Music from Michaels. He took out both guys with it, Jericho and Orton. Um, they do a little quick backstage interview with JBL, and he just says that next week, like he's gonna test Michaels again. He's gonna have him against Cena, and he's gonna be in HBK's corner. So that's what we got next week. We got Cena versus Michaels with JBL and Michaels Corner, and we have Kane versus Orton next week. So it might be an interesting show. Well, I got a couple minutes left here. So one thing that I noticed commercial-wise during the show was kind of funny. Like, I don't know if any of you have ever seen the like the color dye hair for gray hair or something. You know, dyeing hair for men or something. Well, there was this commercial or something. There's like these two little girls like, and they're talking to their dad, and they're like, come on, dad, dye your hair. Well, they didn't say like dye your hair, but they were like, basically encouraging their father to go out to like get a girlfriend or something. So basically, they're saying that dyeing your hair, if an older guy who's single and dyes his hair from gray to brown, will definitely increase his risk of getting a girlfriend. It's basically what the commercial was saying. It was pretty stupid. I'd like to see the statistics on that actually make that worth something. So yeah, that was a weird commercial. Um, I guess that's about it. I don't really have much else to talk about wrestling wise. I watched the new season of, or the first episode of the second part of season 5 of Nip Tuck tonight. It was pretty interesting. It was basically, if any of you actually watched the last season of it, Sean McNamara got stabbed by that sick ass Colleen, and let's see what else happened. Christian got in a car accident and had a fucked up arm or something. Uh, basically, oh yeah, and Julia like has amnesia right now. Yeah, in this episode they showed like Sean's like in a wheelchair or something. He didn't die, but he's like in a wheelchair or something. He does stab Colleen in this episode, and we don't know for sure if she's dead or not. It was kind of weird at the end of the episode. They had um, like I get Sean had a dream or something about Colleen having a memorial service or something, and he shows up there, and Colleen's sister's like, "I'm surprised you came," and Sean's like, "Yeah, I just came to make sure the bitch was dead." Because I thought that was kind of funny, but then it was kind of weird. He's like looking inside the casket, and then suddenly he's laying inside the casket, and then Colleen's standing there like saying something about how he can finally rest in peace or something, and then he wakes up from his nightmare, and he's just checking out like the wounds on his chest and on his back that Colleen gave him. And Christian also gets like finds out he has breast cancer in the episode. And, like you see him toward the end of the episode, just like looking over where he had surgery on it to remove the lump in it. So I thought that was actually a pretty interesting episode. So, well, I don't know. I'm not talking about wrestling anymore, but yeah, you should watch Nip Tuck though. It's a weird show, but it's a cool show. So that's about it all for now. Sorry if this show wasn't as funny as previous shows, but it's like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm kind of tired. So, and just a little quick note: I start school again next week, so I know I don't make a shitload of videos, but if I make less videos, sorry about your damn luck. It's just the way it goes. Oh yeah, that's all for now, folks. Peace out.